Yo, hello everybody. Finally there. So I had a lot of problems with getting today's stream going, but that's been mostly my computer. We're playtesting today Atre Dominance Wars, which has been requested kindly by the developers for me to just try it out, and I've been happy to oblige. So I gotta make one disclaimer here, or rather two. For one, I'm not being paid for anything here. They have a Kickstarter still running while I have this stream going, and it'd be really nice if you'd just be checking it out. It's featured on Steam, you can find it there. And I haven't had any time to prematurely get into the gameplay, mostly because I was quite ill last week and, well, real life happened. So this will also be a stream where you will be watching me reading text boxes. Not only, just wanted to point out that we're going to explore all the ins and outs of the game together, because usually I do take the time to do all the learning beforehand, but just didn't come together today. I'm very sorry. So we're doing the skirmish game, which is basically free play sandbox game, and we are here and we're fighting for godhood, the usual shtick, you know. Hey El, hi there. And Poet, hi. So we have four different paths of magic that we can follow. As far as I've seen, we have four different primary units linked to that, and we have different research incomes. I have literally no clue how these interact and how they mesh together or not mesh together. So the only thing I did notice is that they do have different skills that are linked to the avatars. I got no clue, but I think we should pick up avatars that fit to the skills that we got. Probably. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. And we should probably unlock two skills here. It's all wrong, I guess, but let's just get going and have some fun with it, shall we? So, when I was doing my work for the thumbnails for tonight's stream, my editing software just misbehaved, and it took me just almost 10 minutes until I decided to go for the golden rule of IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again? And lo and behold, everything worked out fine after restarting. It's always the same. So, let's see how this will play out. I did start 2 times already a game, and I've been looking at what I'm seeing here. Enough to note that this game is running real time. You have real-time clock, so let's see. Do we have key bindings for that clock? That's the very first thing that I want to check on out. Loop-de-doo, camera and movement. Okay, so currently not. Going to operate that with the mouse then. Fine. So here's our city. That's too loud. And my city does make a badass sound when I click it. What's not to like about that? There we go. So, it's Unreal Engine L. That's why it looks quite resource intense, yeah. Unreal Engine looks really gorgeous, but it's also making my computer loud. So this is our zone of operation. What do we have here? This seems to be our country. Who's there? Knock knock. Who's there? Neutrals. Okay. What is there? Okay, if we cross those borders, there's another city. New Manus, also neutral. Okay. So, we have one region that we control, and other regions that are not under our control so far. Small villages. My throne. I got army number 1. Army number 2. I got 2 avatars. Okay, these seem to be my heroes, I guess? Okay. So, badass city, what can you do for me? Recruit army. Show empire. Can we build something? So, we got a spell here. Turn increase. Do we have here our presence? We don't seem to have any resources we need to gather. I don't see any gold or food or anything. I just see recruitable army here. And therefore... Okay. We recruited stuff. Maybe I need to unpause the game for that to happen. So what do we have here? New Pandoria. Melee troops here? Can I... Is that under my control or is it not? Build and upgrade your region here to support main settlement. Okay. Build barracks? Oh, some mana. Yeah. This blue glob here. 90 units per day. We generate something via omnipresence. Okay. Build abode. Citizens and mana gain. Alright. So far, so good. I got one of these slots. 2 of these slots. Visit with your avatar to increase its attributes once. To gain 1000 mana once. Yeah. I think I need to notch up the music a little bit more. Well, I'm torn between Unreal Engine, between its needs and the really, really cool things that you can do with it. But, yeah, it is a pretty resource-hungry engine, and that's something worth criticizing, yeah. I agree with that. So, Izul's Bane. That doesn't look like something that's good for me. So, forest dwellers. So that's monsters, basically. Alright. If we go over there, we will find more small villages. There's another one of my cities. And how can I get now these troops that I recruited?
Yoro?
So we have most likely, yeah. So setting up more and more waypoints for the dude. Okay. So I do see a fixed movement per day. This game needs pause on spacebar. It's really important. Just dropping these little notes in because I'm pretty sure that stuff like that is still on the work. So army size overwhelming. So it compares my power to that one. So we're going to take this this dude here to that direction, and our lady here. Let's let her ride to the shrine. So research. What's there? A warp monolith. What is that? Creates monolith at target per location. And what does it do? I guess that's something to try out. Distant presence. Caster information about target army. Okay, that's nice. Prosperity. Pop growth +1. However, +1 translates into maximum garrison capacity. Oh, that's a thing. Okay, so no clue so far. But that happens occasionally. Forge artifact. Okay. Okay. So, artifacts. insert gem here. I got... one gem here that increases... okay. That doesn't sound like something that I should just do blindly. I just wanted to explore the user interface here. So let's try and latch some more troops onto this guy. And on the other end of the map, let's let our other avatar gather the... oh, wait a sec. Would you look at that? There's a monster here. Can she even take that down? I have no clue. How I killed my first hero because I had no clue what the heck I'm doing. But it seems like all of these shrines are guarded in one way or another. Okay, let's have a look-see at how combat works. I mean, I have to try it out to find it out. So... okay, it is a... auto-battler thing? Okay. I haven't fully understood why we won, but we did win. So let's check the details. This reminds me a lot about Illwinter games, just with a very, very high refined visual interface. But there's a lot of things happening in the background, I can already tell. Okay, so they did what I told them to do. And there we go. Zoom. I have no clue what that again did, but it did well for us. So, my other hero. So, how can I get these folks together? Come on. Summon garrison. Okay, but that doesn't really help me here. So, recruit units from this settlement to throne. I think that means the units will be found here, and I'm just at the wrong spot right now. But since my other avatar was able to beat those folks like that, we maybe are able to do that one more time. Okay, they're waiting for my order though. They're just standing there, and if I don't give an order to fight, they don't do anything. It seems like my heroes are able to just take down these locations by themselves. Okay. It's still a little bit hard for me to understand why things happen, and what's really important is that it'd be extremely helpful if we'd had more visual clarity about what's happening for that hero. He got something as a reward, but I don't know what. Anyways. Let's move this lady to the throne and see if we can recruit folks over to our, or if these recruited folks can be now attached to my hero somehow. I mean, usually we take troops with us in games like these, right? So let's see what we can do. There's nothing this guy can do right now, so... we could explore. Come on, let's try that. So, Minimap down here in the corner wouldn't hurt either. That would be very helpful too. So, let's pause it one more time and see. We can build walls, we can garrisons, and dear lady here, transfer army. Open transfer menu and enables transferring of units. Instantly move units from your drone to your avatar. These locations. Transfer from icon to avatar. Shouldn't these fellas be there? I mean, these Wudar people are. Ah, it's okay. They got transferred from thrown into her roster. It's just that I had to click these. Okay. Now you see all the things I usually do before I roll my videos. So let's see. We might be taking down this Easel's Bane thing. Alright. Let's take that. This is going to go well, yeah? Alright. I still don't know why I won, but I did win. Okay, I have now 4 grand mana. What can we do with that? So the cities seem to be producing constantly units for free, as long as I own them. That's a pretty nifty concept. So spirit units vanish after a lost battle and cannot be transferred. I think this is basically the defense line for my drone, and these guys are the folks that I can't pick up and work with. So let's see. Small village. Wasn't there something to build before? Ah, here. There's the buttons. Since I have the costs, but the buttons are not highlighted, I think that we need to be in the proximity of that. Let's try that.
Yarra.
So do you explore if you just ride into the mists here? Yes, you do. Okay, so this is the troop stack and this is the hero. Got it. And let's see, do I need somebody here? That was not what I wanted to look at. Here. So this is not an instant win. Hey Atre, well, welcome. Yeah, finally better. Last week I was really not well. I had a pretty bad minor flu, I don't know. I just was very, very bad. Feeling pretty good again today. The problem was it was hitting my vocal cords pretty hard. And yeah, couldn't record much, but I was able to just play a casual 170 hours of Europa Universalis, so time well spent. That game is something, I tells you guys. At least for me. Yeah, so now we can build that, right? And it now transfers these people over there. Okay. Does the building process require her? I don't think so. Okay, so next question. I don't control that area. Can I build here? just experimenting around. We're going to try and conquer that city there. That's the next thing. Bring me troops. And transfer now. Okay. I think I have no computer enemies on the map here currently. But I mean, since this is more a playtest than anything, a playtest version, so to speak, I think it is okay.
You saw.
So, nope. Just like I thought. I have no access to that. Let's give him a more difficult job. The Fog of War gets drawn back also. What do we have here? Elder Essence. What is Omnipresence? How soon you could start researching spells? Okay. No, there are AI people, and they're much better than me. According to the AI metrics, I suck. But I'm used to that.
Corre.
Oh, I didn't find time for Solium Infernum yet. It's been so much business lately in so many directions. I still have it on my to-do list. This is all I can say. There's so many good games that I want to try out. Okay, let's see. Fighting for a city now. So, well, alright. Obviously, we don't need to kill the entire troop stack if there's twin battles. Find that a little bit, anti-intuitive, but whatever. So, can I build here now? No? City's still neutral, that's why. So, enemy in this terrace. Okay. But how do I take that city? Now I'm confused. I just realized that my character has, as a matter of fact, a level up as far as I can tell. Yep. Okay. Buttons of various things. Influencing settlement, it says. Maybe I just need this guy to be standing there long enough. So, Mr. Hero, where's my second avatar? Ah, stuck back here. Good boy.
Rotto.
Hey Biz, welcome. Yeah, there is a lot of complexity going on here, especially considering that there's a lot of layers happening at the same time. So, yeah, she is influencing the settlement here. And there's a bar ticking upwards, so let's just let her do her thing, right?
Uro?
Yeah, it's a 4x real-time game here. We have this whole thing in real time going on. Each day consists out of 5 or
Atre?
4 seconds, as far as I can say. Which is an interesting concept to me, at least. Whoops. Although, admittedly, I am not the biggest fan of
Sala.
having to do too many things at the same time under time pressure without the capability of pausing. But since that is a given here, she still has points left, right? Ah, now the level ups are spent. Get a lot of attribute points for a low amount of level ups, as far as I can say. Well, Bez, the thing is, dude, you order the armies here to be where the fight's at, and the fighting is happening automatically. I gotta say, nowadays I've become a bigger and bigger fan for well-made auto battlers, because micromanaging every combat is really, really exhaustive at the end of the day. But a system like this, where I just move the army where they are supposed to be, and then I have to be prepared properly to win, it ain't the worst. It's been Dominions and Conquest of Elysium's gameplay that showed me that these things can be actually really cool if made well. They can have a pretty deep complexity and all. So my hero really needs to stand right next to the villages there. I feel like it would be excellent if I could be building, if I'd be standing on the village node. It feels very taxing that I now need to stop her influencing. I mean, maybe it is not necessary to stand there and I'm just
Ale.
doing it wrong. Alright, good night, Al. Sleep well, man. Thanks for hanging out. Dragon Slayer, yeah. Songs of Six is like when you take a typical Paradox title and transform it into a Java-based indie goodness. Can't wait for for Songs of Six to be full released. Yeah, Bez, you put it down really so on point. The Heroes of Might and Magic combat is excellent, but it becomes so awfully tedious
Ala.
once you are familiar with what you have to do. You have to just crunch it down, because some enemies you have to work with as you have to work with them, and then it's just a matter of time until you have completed all the nodes, and the charm of that subsides eventually because it's just always the same. That's really something I hear. Oh, here I can take units from the settlement to my avatar. But it seems, yeah, we have now this place here under my control. Okay. She seems to be a very, very slow influencer here, though. Wonder if there are true avatar types that are better for certain city types.
Era.
Okay. I bet, because yeah, they have a magic school orientation, these cities, and I bet that my other hero is just really bad at that stuff. There we go. I gotta say, this stuff has potential. There's a really, really nice amount of stuff happening, and the fact that the comet feels very accessible and easy to grasp is good. What I don't like so far, though, is the fact that it feels a little bit hard to perceive what I'm doing here. The user interface is a little bit
Cara.
hard on me. And now I can't build here? But I thought this place is mine. Oh, probably because the repairs aren't done yet. I've been such a wild one. And this is now also mine. Interesting. We can upgrade those settlements too. Let's take that fun. The 4 stats, there's more of them than actually just 4. Ah, you mean those. These are the magical tendencies. They translate into different schools of magic. We have active skills down here that are linked to these, and the better we are at these, the faster we research those schools. That's as far as I've understood it. I can't tell you so far which school does what, though, because me too noob. So obviously we got now these buildings available. Alright, we can build a barracks now. But I can also upgrade the settlement one more time. Do I unlock new buildings then? Hey Nova Naven, hi there. You can't join my Discord community if you want to have a chat. You're more than welcome there. The hero stats, these ones here, alright, I'll be looking them up in a hot second. Okay. So, army size, army strength, speed, and morale. Okay. What is morale doing? Amount of person damage this army will tolerate as a loss before it flees. Okay. It's basically their threshold for... What do we have here? Spell damage, charisma. Attack ain't bad most of the time. Ah, shift click does the trick. But I didn't understand why this guy didn't get more troops. Maybe there weren't more troops. Don't they belong together? They do. Oh, I'm just too poor? No. This is kind of like weird because I don't understand why. This is what I've been talking about. There's way too often things where I wonder why I don't get to do what I want to do. So let's try it one more time. Oh, look. I actually absorbed the units that were there. It's just been not too many. We can recruit a boatload of troops here, though. Okay. Hero limit? I haven't seen that stat, or do I misunderstand your question? Sorry. I'm tonight so much busy with understanding myself that I might be a little bit dumber than usual. I think 2 avatars are all you can get. If that's been the question, if I understood you right there. You select them while you create the game, and you choose what kind of magic affinities they got. So increase mana gain per day. Sounds pretty good too, no? mean, I gotta say, this all looks pretty cool. That is one thing. The art department here does a really, really great job. I'm not gonna lie. So... Is there a... Ah, here it is now. So... Okay. Yeah, so far it's only 2, but I don't know if there's more incoming. Oh boy, and the enemy AI is coming to sweep me off the table. But I mean, I've been just messing around most of the time. Barely knowing what I'm doing. But that's okay. That's totally okay. Let's see what happens when the AI comes on over here. So, battle preparations. I mean, I have stacked quite a lot of troops here. So I still haven't understood how the character classes of the enemy work. There's assassins, burrowers, archers, and I don't know. Look at that. So this guy's ambushing my hero, and he's not taking refuge in the fortress quickly enough, I see. Yeah, we're going to get beaten, but at least we'll now find out what happens when one of our avatars is being killed. Well, obviously I've won yet another time. Why? Don't know. Yeah, it really is necessary that we can put a pause by pressing spacebar. That's one of the most necessary changes that the game has. But it looks like the AI enemy is just killing itself on me. Okay. Units are not protected against assassins. Let's chase it! I got no clue why it didn't kill me, but I'm certainly not complaining. Looks like my barracks weren't the worst investment. But yeah, we have mostly a documentation problem here at hand, as far as I can see things. So the AI started channeling a spell on my avatar. Let's channel right back at you. Okay. Got him. So... Okay. I gotta say, I'm personally not that much of a... No. Let's put it differently. I personally always prefer turn-based combat over real-time strategy and all that, because real-time strategy quite quickly becomes quite stressful for me, in all honesty. But that doesn't mean that I don't like real-time strategy. Just wanted to state that. But I mean, EU5 technically now is also a real-time game and not turn-based at all, so there's that. Let's see. Yeah, Warcraft's excellent example for me for a game concept that I love, but where my brain was just not big enough to compute it well, and I was not good enough at operating games like these efficient enough, like StarCraft. I also suck at games like that on a higher skill level because it doesn't make me happy to micromanage so many things all at once without having the opportunity to put a pause in there and just find out what the hell I need to do. I also think that I'm slowly losing because this looks like hell of a big stack. Yeah. It's shredding me apart. So they're disagreeing with me taking their city, I guess. Okay. Combat could also just force itself onto the screen to some degree. But, just side notes here. Oh, custom maps. I hear ya. Custom maps were so much fun, though. So, they're now destroying my avatar? Capturing my avatar? We'll see what happens here. I guess I've lost this game already, but I feel like it's, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. I mean, I haven't played the research game at all. I guess there are a lot of active skills that we can and should use too. Which I don't. But, well. So what's happening now to her? She zooshed and, she respawns. Capture games. Okay, everybody. I personally think my idiocy here has wrought so much havoc upon me that this game has become unplayable. I also don't want to restart right here at this point because I think I showcased what I wanted to showcase today. And I don't have it in me right now to take all the knowledge that I picked up and perform with it another time. The Kickstarter for this game actually has already been successful, which doesn't mean that you shouldn't take a look at it. Because I gotta say, the only critics that I got here in a bigger amount is that the user interface isn't giving out the information about what the game does generously enough to me to have a quick understanding about what happens here. There's everything in the tool tips as far as I can see things to extrapolate it out, so that's pretty good. But there's a few things, especially little quality of life things, like I want to be able to make pause on and off with spacebar, or at least key binding, things like these. But I'm pretty sure that this is all known and in the workings. Anyways, I'll be dropping the stream here, considering to make another one tonight. I don't know, but definitely gonna be back tomorrow. I'm keeping it a little bit on the shorter end today because I still have to fight a little bit with my voice and it doesn't feel too well, but I wanted to have a sniff in here, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little tour. See you all next time, maybe later, no promises on that end. And until then, yeah, catch you all then.